Well, good morning, everyone. I'm DJ Sean, and welcome through to a Sunday stream. So today, Daz and I, one of my subscribers, are in a very foggy Brisbane, waiting for the fog to clear before we operate through to Queenstown. So very excited to do this flight. 3 hours over there, so it's going to be an interesting flight there in the cruise. Make sure we keep nice and occupied throughout the cruise there and into Queenstown. If you haven't seen me before, I do apologise straight up for my horrible mic quality tonight or today. I'm DJ Sean, and I am using this little guy just here to use the mic for today. Morning, Milo. How you going? If you haven't seen me before, I'm DJ Sean, and I'm a charity streamer. I do this to raise money for charity. This month we're raising money for the Smith family. You can find all that information just below. As we are coming to close to the end of the month, we've only got a couple of days to go. Here we've totally smashed our followers goal, and thanks to the charitable work of many of my followers and subscribers, we have reached our goal for the Smith family. So we'll be doing that charity donation on the 31st, the evening of the 31st, where you can see that going straight through to the Smith family. Okay, so the reason why I'm using this guy just here, this mic here, is because I will be doing this flight in VR, using these guys only. So my lovely fairy lights controllers, using a Samsung HMD Odyssey to fly through to Queenstown. So the weather doesn't look fantastic here in Brisbane at the moment. There's a lot of fog, but the fog is starting to burn off. The weather in New Zealand, or specifically Queenstown, is it's okay visibility. There's some cloud around and some showers moving through the area. I was myself actually in Queenstown 2 days ago, and it was starting to snow. So who knows what will happen by the time we get there? I'm hoping that we'll get some decent weather in there, but we'll see. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get into VR now so we can get underway. So give me 2 seconds, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, there we go. Let's just check. That one. Yeah. Okay, Daz, can you still hear me? Okay. Copy. Alright. It is foggy in Brisbane. Alright, let's get organised here. Ooh. Come on, buddy. Find your position. That one there. That one there. Okay. Chuck you over there. There we go. Alright, let's get some stuff into VR. Advanced menu, plugins. Oh, I was going to assign this damn Move VR button for so long and I still haven't done it yet. Okay, can we bring Twitch in? No, you're going to be a black screen, which is really annoying. Milo, I think you were talking to me about Edge, and I put it on Edge, but it doesn't work here in stream. You don't happen to know why by chance, do you? Navigraph charts. I want those medium, move to VR. We'll chuck those here, blow them up a bit. Blow them up a bit more. We'll chuck you there for a second. What do we want? The flight plan. Also medium, move to VR. Flight plan can go there. Zoom the plan in a little bit. Chuck you there, close you, and just have a quick check what Milo said. Oh, that's FlyTom TV. Hey, FlyTom TV, how you going, buddy? We will have chat in stream. One of my followers or subscribers here actually knows how to do it properly using Edge, but doesn't seem to be working out too well for us. So what we'll do is we'll just give it a second. So it was we're going to go off 0, 1. So where are we going to? We're going from B, N, E to Z, Q, N, 1, company routes, activate, execute. Thought I could look there. I think he had something to do with the acceleration in Google Chrome. Okay, whoops. That's not what we wanted to do. Back to VR, please. I don't know if you guys saw any of that just then for a second, but like I said, I don't use VR anymore. Best Chrome today, I think. Okay, well, we'll use Chrome today. No, it's going to keep putting us into this. What do we got here? No, it's going to, it just wants us to chuck us straight back in here. Take you off for a second, please. There we go, Chrome. Close Edge. Sorry guys, just 1 second while I sort this out. Oh. Pop out. There we go. Alright. Let's try that again. Advanced, plugins, move VR. Let's chuck you there. Have we got Twitch? Yes, we do. Move. There we go. Restream chat is perfect in VR. I have restreamed chat, and for some reason it doesn't want to import into X-Plane using Move VR, which is a real shame. And I get far better FPS in this than I do in Move VR than I do using something like is it Omvi something or other? There we go. Alright, so now that we've done that, let's get going. Sorry, Daz. Okay, a bit dark here. Some panel brightness going, it's just a little bit. There we go, like it's a little bit of circuit breakers. A little bit of brightness there. Okay, so we don't want any of that. Oh, that's the wrong button, we want these guys here. Oh, let's zoom that out a bit and make that a little bit bigger. There we go. Okay, so we've got a trip fuel of 8 ton plus contingency. We've got our alternate there. I'm also carrying a fixed reserve, so the minimum is 11.6. We're taking 12.6. We've got 12.7 there. Go here. Next page. Alright, before we get into any of that, we're going to be doing the departures. Off runway 01. Scott 1. Execute. That looks about right. What do we got there? We got Brisbane. Can close those off. What do we got? Yeah, I couldn't get restream window in there either. Yeah, Milo, much the same myself. It's going to be the Scott 1. zoom you in a bit. So it's until past binary 1 right and above 600 we turn right direct to Isrid, and then it's max 220 and it's right, and that's left. That's an interesting little dog leg there. You got the Scott 1 departure too, mate?
Yep.
You copy. We want to be very much aware of those constraints there when we do go. Legs 600 or above, yeah, up to Isrib, Limby, we've got 220, yeah, that's all looking good. Okay, let's do our, so we've got a zero fuel weight today of 61.2, 61.2, we've got reserves of 2.9, whoops, 2.9, wow, come on, 2.9, that's a cost index, wow, I'm really struggling with my button pushing today, a cost index of 20, we're going to be 350, ugh. And the cruise wind up there is 289 at 126, 289, 126. The outside air temperature when we get up there is a balmy negative 45. Okay, 10,000 feet and one. We've got slash 15. We'll do a standard D-rate takeoff. We're going to use the full length of 01 here. We'll do a standard D-rated climb as well, up to 20,000 feet, and take off. You'd have the latest Edge with you have to test Edge with Move VR. The acceleration on the browser would have something to do with that. Yeah, well, that's the fog is burning off. Lovely. Yeah, I was using Edge this morning and it didn't work. But maybe I need to go into Edge and turn hardware acceleration off like I did in Chrome there. Okay, so 5.61. Come on. Yeah, that's probably good enough. Yeah. Is there an option for that, Milo? I'm sure there would be. Okay, 154. Okay, so we've got, let's just chuck you down there for a second. What are we talking about? We're talking about 016. 016, 016. My flight director on, flight director on. 154. 016. We're up to 5,000. Take you down. Cruise is fine. Procedures landing is 5.1. The plan has us landing with destination alternate. We don't want that. The plan's going to have us landing with about the same, I think. Come on. Can I click on you? You're not going to let me scroll? Alrighty. We'll go down there. 4.7, so we're going to land a little bit more than what the plan says, but that's okay. Don't know, sorry. Daz needs to stream so you can have a multi-stream. Yeah, that's true. Daz can. Okay, so I'll now VNAV, got that set up. Progress page is right. Alrighty. So what we'll do is we'll do a little bit of a what we'll do is we'll do a checklist here real quick. Can I get it? Yeah, beautiful. Okay, so what do we got here? We've got the pre-flight text checklist. So oxygen tested 100% my side, tested 100% your side. Navigation, transfer, and display switches are all normal and auto. Window heat is on. Pressurization mode selector is on auto. Chuck you up to 3.5. 3.5 for now. We can worry about the landing altitude when we get closer to descent. Flight instruments, I've got heading 286, 286 and 1017. 10, No, 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 don't do stupid shit like that. 1, 0, 1, 7. Parking brake is set and start levers are cut off. Okay, let's do a departure brief. So we're going to be over on this guy here. Can we turn, are you going to work for us today? Show us down here. Yes, you are. Okay, so we're at the international terminal. We're on bay 77. Bay 77. So we're going to push back nose right, tail left, and then we'll taxi on Charlie 9, Bravo 9, and onto A9 for a blast off runway 01. When we do get it up there, that was a bit premature. 110 decimal 1. Then we got 1132. That's better. Okay, so when we do get up there, it's going to be the Scott 1 departure, which is just zoom that in a little bit more. So do not turn until past Brisbane 01 right and above 600 feet. Then we turn right to Israel, max 220 knots. Then we turn right to Lumdi, max 220 knots, and or above 5,000. We then turn right to Igaru at 6,000, then straight on to Ogoga, and then we left to Scott. Failing that, we need to come back. We're going to be overweight for this landing, so we're going to have to stay up there and burn a shitload of fuel, and then come back. And I've got the approach for runway 19 there, but we can take 01 should we need it. And I've got 1101 set, 1132, which is the VOR for Brisbane, set at 0, course 016016. My flight today, so we've got takeoff speeds 148, 149, 154. 154 is set. Okay. Up to 80 knots. If anything's wrong with the aircraft, I'll stop. From 80 knots to V1, we'll only stop for loss of control of the aircraft or an engine failure. From V1, we'll take the problem into the air and sort it. It'll be a right-hand circuit back onto 01, or we'll clean up and come back after we burn off the fuel onto 19. Alrighty, that's the worst briefing ever. Okay, let's get going. So let's close the door. On. Hydraulics checked. Okay, yeah, before start checklist fuel, we've got 12.7 tons on board, which is what we need. Pumps are all on. Well, they will be now. The passenger signs are on. Windows locked my side, locked your side. MCP got V2 154 and heading 016 and 5,000. V1 we've got 140, 148, 149 and 154. City pre-flight is completed. The rudder trim is free and 0. Takeoff and takeoff briefing is completed. To the line below the line we've got anti-collision light is on and the flight deck door is closed and locked. Chuck you there. Alrighty mate, I'm good to go. Gonna start pushing back.
Roger.
Plugins. Better pushback. Start pushback. Loading screen time. And here we go.
Aircraft cockpit. Toast driving up right now.
Roger that. Ugh. There he is. Hey, buddy. Oh, there's a nice X5 there. Watch out, guys. Oh, it was an accident. Nice coffee there. Oh, Milo. Thanks very much for the host, buddy. Really appreciate it. Thanks, buddy.
Alright, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect?
You are clear to connect. Don't know if that's what they say, but we'll go with it. That's alright, Milo, no worries, buddy. Share the love. I've also got you auto-hosting, buddy, so whenever you're...
connected and bypass pin inserted. Release the parking brake when you're ready.
Whenever I'm not on, mate, and you're streaming, you'll auto-stream on mine as well, buddy. You do some good streams. Alrighty, so let's do the timer on there and off the brakes.
Alright, starting the pushback, and you may spool them. Clear to start engines.
Alright, matey, I'm pushing. Bye, guys. You're not in the floor today, Daz.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You?
Woohoo!
Oh, you're never in the floor.
Thanks, Milo. I really appreciate it, buddy. Alright, let's start 2, then
yeah,
1.
Just push back. I'm just sitting on the APU, ready to start.
Yeah, copy, I'm starting now. Alright, looking for 25 on N2. We've got oil pressure. Making sure that we see no spikes here in the loss of oil pressure or a spike in the oil temp. Large changes in vibration. Fuel coming in. Start a cutout. The engine's stabilising nicely. Should be turning, yep we are. Beautiful, turning us onto the taxiway just here. Okay, so we've got a good start on engine 2, so we're looking roughly around in the 2s, the 4s and the 6s, so a nice glance, 2, 4, 6, it all looking good. On that right engine, let's start 1. Oil pressure. Again, looking for 25 here, which is coming up now. Fuel coming in.
Alright, mate. Operation complete. Go ahead,
Paxton.
set parking brake.
Parking brakes set. Hey, Paxton, how you going, buddy? Welcome to the stream.
Alright, mate. Disconnecting toes. Stand by.
Oh, buddy, it's something else, Paxton. It's... I only fly in VR now, in X-Plane. It's changed me. It's ruined flying for me a little bit, actually. You sit there on a desktop, but it's not the same. Okay, so again, we're looking at a good start on here, 2, 4, and 6. That's a good start. Okay, we can turn. We got here. Ooh, what's funny? All our knobs have. There we go. It's interesting. There we go. I just started playing X-Plane, but this is something. Yeah, it is, buddy. It really is. Let me just put that there so I can see it a little bit.
Bypass pin is removed. Thumbs up on the left and catch you next time.
Thumbs up on the left. Thanks, buddy. See you later. Okay, let's do the flow. So flaps 5. Fit in, slot in. That's got to lock in, but that'll give us flaps 5 on the bus. Good here. You go down there. Start switch is continuous. Recall checked. Alrighty, checklist please. Okay, we want the before taxi checklist. So generators are on, probe heats on, anti-ice is not required. Isolation valve is on auto. Engine start switches are both continuous. Recall has been checked. Auto brake is RTO. Engine start levers are idle detent. Flight controls have not been checked. They have now been checked. Dispatch off the left. He's already pissed back off to the gate, has he? Didn't even see him give us the thumbs up, cheeky bugger. Yeah, he's already pissed off. Okay, dispatch clearance checked. We're before taxi checklist complete. I don't have a yoke. I've got a joystick, but I don't use it, so I'll be flying with just the controllers only. Okay, taxi on. Alrighty, mate, let's go. APU off. The VR is not cheap. This VR headset costs me about $600-700, but it's not too bad. You there, Daz?
Yep.
Copy. Yeah, it is really good, buddy. And this headset's got the same resolution as a Vive Pro, which is really, really expensive. And the difference between this and the Vive Pro is the Vive Pro needs the lighthouses you've got to set up to read where the headset is, whereas this guy uses the cameras and looks out to work out where it is. So you don't need any of that extra infrastructure. With my PC and stuff, you know, my PC is not cheap and pretty decently overclocked, so that all goes into having a really good VR experience. I'm also using Process Lasso, a Pro version, and what that does is it does a far better job of your resource management than Windows does, and that just means that I'm getting smoother X-Plane experience than I otherwise would. Okay, before we get the ding from the cabin saying that the cabin is secure. Little chart there. So before takeoff checklist is flaps are 5, green light, and stabilizer trim is 5.6 units set. So jealous right now. So we'll go. Oh, my little buttons look like they've moved. So terrain my side. Weather, your side. And we'll just do a quick check here. One thing that has happened is my little buttons have changed a little bit. No one coming down finals. We'll just have a bit of a pull up here, runway 01. It's interesting that my not working, yeah. Traffic, there we go. What do we got here? I wonder if that's got something to do with it being close to there. So we do have one down there, but he is off. How long have you been flying? Oh, I've been flying for decades and decades, mate. I've got a real license that's not very current, but decades flying on VR, flying on flight sim, and more recently VR. You right to go, mate?
Yep.
I feel like that might be interfering with that. Maybe just a little bit, yeah. So we'll chuck you down there for now. Alrighty, let's get going. Up to you, you're on there, on to you. Yeah, definitely just do the hobby at least in your spare time, buddy, that's still something. Alright, clear left, clear right. You see nothing coming down the approach, do you, mate?
All clear.
Yeah, copy. Oh yeah, we got one taxiing down there, you can see. This flight's about 3 hours, mate. It'll take us to Queenstown in New Zealand. Very beautiful spot in the world. I don't know why my ground textures here are so blurred here in Brisbane. You sexy beast, you. Yeah, of course, mate. Hey, Rocket, how are you, buddy? Good to see you, mate. Good to see you. Nah, we'll fly real time, mate. Always real time. Alrighty, let's get going. Up to 40%. Stable. Toga, let's go. Thrust set. Right. Just give us a little second, guys, to tap for blast off here, and then I'll come back to your comments in just a second. Ooh, a bit of wind there. 80 knots. Thrust hold. There goes one of the other guys. Ooh. V1. Rotate. Oh, there we go. Positive rate. Gear up, please. 400 feet. One thousand. Now we start to accelerate. Yeah, really, words can't. It's hard to describe VR flying in here like this when you're watching it on a desktop, like you're flying on your desktop computer without VR. It's one of those things until you actually know it, until you actually experienced it, you don't really have a true appreciation for just how good this is. Okay. Up to 20,000 feet here. We've got that speed restriction at 220, so we're going to make sure that we maintain 220 in the climb here. It's a bit high up for me, those chats at the moment, guys. I'll just give me a little bit here. I'll just get us out of the airport here, and we're obviously out of that fog. We can close the charts now. We don't need you up there. There we go. Okay. You off. Just watch the turn. That's one thing we've got to do there on takeoff is the landing lights. Whoops. Okay, there's our acceleration. And what we might do there is Command A. Alrighty, what do we have there? Oh wow, do you increase ground speed? Oh, full time, I'm drunk and disordered. Hey, that's not a bad thing, Rocket. Edge made a hell of a difference last night. Ran so well and at 1080p. Well, definitely use the Edge accelerate. Edge accelerate. What do you mean by that last bit there, Milo? Edge accelerate. What do you think is better, VR headset or real size cabin simulator? Oh, well, VR headset is definitely cheaper. How pretty all that looks. Well, I'm off, mate. Wife got to drive me home since I'm a little bit tipped. Have a good stream, matey poo. No worries, Rocket. See you later, buddy. Thanks for popping in and saying hello. Really appreciate it. I'll see you soon. Okay, yeah. After takeoff checklist. Oops, that's not what we wanted to do. After takeoff checklist, engine bleeds are on, packs are on, flaps are up and off, and landing light is up. Landing gear is up and off, and flaps are up, no lights. After takeoff checklist complete. I'm thinking of suss out edge acceleration, seriously need more coffee. That's alright, Muller, I will have a look at that. I'm thinking of doing a separate gaming room and perhaps building a simulator. Oh, Paxton, so was I. No worries, Rocket, we'll see you maybe again soon, buddy. Feel like standard... I feel like this is an easier thing to pull off, VR. You get a really good setup for 1/10 the cost. Yeah, you won't need to build a sim, that's right. How are you going, Daz?
Yeah, I'm going good, passing 8,500.
Yeah, copy, I'm through 10,500. North Stradbroke Island there? That's North Straddy, isn't it? That's North Straddy we're about to pass over, isn't it, on the way out of here? That's North Straddy.
Yeah, it will be.
Oh, Paxton, you can use Smart Copilot, and they can fly with you. Obviously, they'll be at home on their screen, but you can fly. I can multi-crew the 737 in flight in X-Plane. Okay, let's go up to 3. Where are we going? We're going to 3.5, weren't we? Yeah. 350 set, 350 checked. Wow. Okay. Come back to me, Sim. Oh, definitely some weather over to our right. It almost looks like bushfires out there to me. Alrighty, we can let the packs up now. There we go. All looking good. Aircraft is pressurising. 350 is what we've got set. What's the box say? 0245 will be in. After takeoff, I can set lane data. Set switches. Whoops, that's what I wanted to do. Don't touch that. Yeah, I've had failures in the aircraft. If you go back to one of my previous streams, there's a Canberra to Melbourne flight that I did with Smart Copilot actually, and did it with a Kurt. And I think part 1 you'll see us having a failure. We've got some system issues out of Canberra, so you can definitely see us doing a horrible job of managing that situation. But there was a failure there. A couple of failures actually. We should never have taken that aircraft into the sky. But oh well, things you do. No, it was a complete surprise there, mate. I'll pull this down here. A complete surprise. Nothing but ocean ahead of us. I haven't flown the A380, and I'm not sure if there's a model for that. I think the really good modelling of aircraft is something that X-Plane hasn't really had a lot of for big commercial jets. I think this is one of the better ones. I think there's a 330 which is meant to be pretty good, maybe a 777 that's okay, but I've heard rumours that 777's a little bit flaky. Yeah, I'm not sure about the A380. With the A380 being so new, I think a lot of the data is still hard to come by, whereas the 737, you know, it's a workhorse that's been out for a very long time. So, you know, it's really, if you can't get the data for the 700, you're really just getting the data for the 400 and tweaking it at least as a little bit. Yeah, and Milo's much more proficient in X-Plane than I am. So if he says there's no A380 that's decent, yeah, that's probably the case. What's your ETA, Daz, in the box?
I've actually slowed down because I was closing on you. We've got different weather.
I got 330 at 54 on the winds.
260 at 46.
Oh, wow. What's your ground speed?
I've 420 at the moment, but I've pulled back to 280 indicated.
Oh, okay, copy. I'm 420 as well. I did a derate in the climb because we got such a long flight. I derated the climb a little bit, so that's probably why I'm a little bit slower. Surprised the community didn't focus on making one. 757,
I'm
767.
estimating at 1257. Oh, sorry. 0230.
0230. What's your cruise?
Oh, not up there yet.
No, what's your cruise speed though in the cruise page?
I'm going for 0.787.
Yes. That's weird. Okay, copy. That's I'm ahead of you, and mine's saying 0246. I don't know how you're 15 minutes faster than me.
Wait until we get to the cruise and figure it out.
Yeah. Point 8. See how we go with that. So 757, 767, A320, A319, MB80, Sub 340, Super Cup 727, 737, 200. There are many awesome ones. Oh wow, didn't realise there was that many. And the A330 and the 7777 are pretty good. 74 is missing stuff for sure. Oh yeah, well this is the Zibbo mod Paxton. So this is the default 7.3 isn't half bad though. It's not horrible. But this is obviously a very much a step up from that. Yeah, they all do, Paxton. Most of the who's that?
It's John.
John.
Nah, it's Kurt.
Ah, mate, I left my co-pilot back in Brisbane by the sounds of it.
Classic stitch up. That's alright, I'm still practicing landing, so it's all good.
Copy that. Off to Queenstown we go.
Yeah, nice.
The problem is that all don't work in VR properly. Yeah, that's the trick. You got to find one. If you want to use VR, you got to find one that's got a VR profile in it when they say it's for VR. This is probably one of the best aircraft in VR, one of the best larger aircraft, more complex aircraft done in VR. That's why I love it so much. The 737 is my workhorse back in the other simulator, prepared 3D. So being able to do it in X-Plane and in VR is really something else. Did you do all the flight plan, etc. beforehand? Yeah, Paxton, it's all done. I can run you through it if you want. It's available. Yeah, fly PMTG again. Yeah, I know. I feel like it's going to be hard for me to go back. Plugins, movie art. Let's have a look at the movie art screen. Just chuck it there.
Yeah, PMDG sucks now. Nah, I probably shouldn't say that. It's got advantages and disadvantages.
Let's chuck, actually. We'll chuck you there. Still trying to master the autopilot. Let's move to VR. Chuck the flight. Well, this is the checklist, but I'll show you the flight plan nonetheless. Thanks, move VR. See you later. So this is the flight plan we've got here, mate. Let me just go up a bit. Actually, I don't need any of that. So we've got, here we go, we've got our chimes there. So the trip time's 2 hours, 54 minutes, going to require 7.9 tonne of fuel. I've got a contingency of just shy of 700 on it, plus our alternate. I've taken a fixed reserve of half an hour for the aircraft because we're online with VATSIM, so there's other traffic around controllers and stuff, and we'll just make sure we've got a little bit up our sleeve. So the minimum required is 11.6 tonne. We are taking a little bit extra. Oh, sorry, there's the 30 minutes. So our takeoff is 12.6 minus the tax, plus the taxi, which gives us 12.8 when we're on the deck there. So the fuel over the destination 4.7 tons. So zero fuel weight plus our fuel minus our tax gave us a takeoff weight of 73.8. Hey, PW Smith 3, how you going? Did I do an ATC call on takeoff? Yeah, I did it on text, mate. So we're in VH Yankee Foxtrot Charlie, which is the registration of the aircraft. We've got our standard time of departure there, standard time of arrival. So one of the things we've got here is a wind at top of climb rate. So if we look here, it's a little bit hard to see because it moves it down. So it's probably in a really bad spot there. Oh, that's probably better. There we go. So we've got a wind at top of climb. So we've got a top of climb shear rate, which is how bad the turbulence would be when we get there. So anything greater than 6 indicates possibly severe turbulence. And on the plan, and I'll get to showing you it in a minute when we get down to the route, we have got a few bumps ahead of us. So something we want to be mindful of when we're in cruise. Our alternate summary there, so Christchurch, and I've got Wellington as backup, and as you can see, it's 34 minutes back to Christchurch. If we divert, we'll require that amount of fuel, and there's our route for Rafe. We need to go back. NZQN to be clear skies. Yeah, that might be. It wasn't clear skies when I checked the weather before we left, but it might be clearing up now. Moving to the next page, we've got our route there, so that's the route the box is going to take. Distance of 1,334 nautical miles, flight level 350, and then from Numsa we climb to flight level 370. Our company route we chuck in the box, our flight number, Brisbane to Queenstown, our zero fuel weight, our reserve, so we'll get a low fuel light when we get under reserves. The cost index, that is the, I guess the, how heavy we'll run the aircraft or how fast we'll run the aircraft. That goes up to 100%. I actually think that goes higher than 100. But basically, the higher it goes, the more fuel you burn. And you'll do that by either, climbing out of an econ altitude or going faster, both climb or maybe descent and cruise. Our cruise altitude is flight level 350, 35,000 feet. The wind at our cruise is 289 at 126 knots, so it's quite a decent wind. And the outside air temperature at top of climb is negative 45 degrees centigrade. This is our spot wind data, so this talks about what the wind will be at different levels. This is our route, so this is a checklist, so this is the fuel at each waypoint. Keep going through all that. It's our if we go to divert to from Queenstown to Christchurch. Oh. PW Smith 3, thank you so much for the follow and welcome to the channel, buddy. Okay, so looking at our weather, this was our weather out of Brisbane. So there was some fog there, 13 degrees, dew point 13 degrees, which will give you fog. QNH 1017 from 2200, which was an hour and 47 minutes ago. The wind was going to swing around 230 at 5 knots, and the fog was going to start lifting. The weather system for PFPX didn't give me weather for Queenstown, but as Milo's saying that there's some scattered cloud down there. It was 4 degrees with a dew point of 4 when I was checked last, but I'll see if the box can get us some weather. If we have to divert, there's Christchurch weather there, so 280 at 4 knots, 250 or variable 310, good visibility, few at 9,000 a level. 9 degrees, dew point at 5. Ooh. Paxton, thank you so much for the follow, buddy. Welcome to the channel. Yeah, mate, there is a fair bit that goes into the old flight planning. I won't go through much more of the weather. It's pretty dry stuff. So I will zoom this out because this is and this is sideways. So Brisbane's up here, so I do apologise for this. But Brisbane's here where we've departed and we're flying down to Queenstown. So if you rotate this 90 degrees to the right, you'll get the idea. As you can see, I was spoken about that shear number of 6. So we do expect a few bumps up here, and so far so good, which we were probably just here at the moment. But you can see there is a bit of turbulence. That's actually at 310. We'll be at 350. So the next chart should give us.
Yeah, I got a bit of light chop.
350, yeah, so there you go. So we're not going to hit that chop until we, as Dev's saying, just got a bit of light chop, copy Dev. So we're about here at the moment. So we expect a few bumps in and around here about middle of the way through the journey. These little guys you see here, the line rows, this is the wind. So we're going to have a bit of a tailwind pushing us, a bit of a tail crosswind there from that side. Pushing us along, so that'll help us on it. For me, the most complicated seems to be the route and approach instructions. Yeah, but Paxton, if you take a little bit break and come back in about 2 hours or so, we'll be setting up for the approach into Paxton. You can stay with us. We're setting up approach to Paxton. We're setting up the approach into Queenstown, and I can walk you through all the methodology and way that we do all that. And that's again, that's a little bit higher. And all that turbulence is over Brisbane, so we might miss that. We might have a step climb there, and a step climb is where, as we burn off fuel, the aircraft becomes lighter, which means it can climb higher. The higher we climb, the better economics we get out of the aircraft's engines. So we want to be at our optimum cruise level and just keep climbing up into that as we burn off more fuel. So we've only got one step climb for today, which is pretty standard. So we're going to go we're at 35,000 feet now, and we'll go up to 37,000 feet later on.
There's a guy coming towards us about 15 miles, but he's under us.
Yeah, copy. What do we want here? So as you can see, there's that wind from that corner, that back corner we were talking about. 273 to 137 knots, pushing us along at 544 ground speed, which is really, really nice. It's going to suck coming back if we do that. What's your ground speed, Daz?
544.
Oh, copy. We've got 548. It's 2 AM here, so I don't think I'll be able to stay until approach. Oh, Paxton, I don't think you.
129 knots, 130.
Yeah, copy. We're about the same. Yeah, Paxton, I don't blame you for not being here, buddy. But you'll be able to come back to the video and watch the landing unless the sim crashes. Alright, so one thing we're going to do now, guys, is I'm going to come out of VR and put it back into desktop mode now that we're set up. So I'm not going to do the whole flight in VR, otherwise I'll go crazy. So just give me 2 seconds. There we go. W. And we'll put those guys just there. Alrighty, so we see if we can. Well, it's got some cloud ahead of us. Let's see if we can do a couple of views from outside, so I can show you what the aircraft looks like externally. So let's shift 8, maybe. Yeah, there we go.
Just there from the Sydney sunny coast, I think.
That is the contrails for X-planes, so they're not great. I need to get them. I need to find a an aftermarket version of the contrails. But I see Daz behind me.
Engine failure.
Are they horrible, those contrails?
Oh, it's terrible, eh?
Can you write name the VRT?
Just a
Yeah, I
heads
can,
up,
Paxton.
I'm climbing up to 37. I've just been contacted by Oceanic, so I'm talking to them now.
Oh yeah, copy. Alright, that's probably show who I should go talk to. That's where we got here. Squawk box, show who's online. Oh yeah, 128.6. 128.6.
Oh, you got Oceanic on.
Yep.
Beauty.
How do you contact Oceanic again? Is it Brisbane Radio?
Yeah, Brisbane Radio.
Yeah, copy.
1286.
Brisbane Radio, velocity 115. With you, flight level 350.
Velocity 115, Brisbane Syndicate Squawk 0163.
0163, velocity 115. 016.
Why is he telling you to squawk?
That's a good question, mate.
You're in bloody... We can't see ya.
Velocity 115, identified, clear to Queenstown by a Mystic plane route, maintain flight level 350.
Copy, clear to Queenstown plan route, maintain flight. Whoop. Copy, clear to Queenstown plan route, maintain flight level 350, velocity 115.
That's incorrect.
Velocity 115, I've got a cell call check for you. Can leave it for Alpico.
What did he say?
I've got no idea.
Sorry, Brisbane Radio, velocity 115, say again.
Velocity 115, I've got a cell call check for you. Leave it for Alpha Echo, notify receipt.
Yeah, copy, receipt cell call, velocity 115.
Velocity 115, thanks. United 872, control services terminate, position reports required, reports your estimates for Lidland.
What's your ground speed?
545.
The estimate for what waypoint again? For your next waypoint you're coming up on.
Yeah, I've
Stand
got
by.
534.
Paxton, yes I can, sorry buddy, I wasn't ignoring you there, it's got a bit busy. So it's a Samsung H...
The estimate for Auckland
Oh,
is
I spelled that wrong. It's a Samsung HMD Odyssey, I just put a couple
Taking
more Y's in
the-
it.
23580. Then so I just confirmed that it was Lidland, correct? That's square as Loveland. Alright, thank you. And United 877, I'm just going to give a quick cell call check on Alpha Mike Echo Romeo.
Where was that position report in the FMC?
What?
Thank you.
The page you can go to get the position report data.
Progress and then RTE data, I think. Is that it?
I don't see that page. I see nav status.
No, go progress. No, sorry, go legs, my bad.
Don't see it there either.
Yeah, that's all it gives you. You just gotta say the rest, pretty much.
I swear I'd seen something else. Oh,
Nah, I think the 777 has it. I don't know if the 73 does.
oh yeah, copy. Okay.
I have a route data page on that.
Is it like foggy in Sydney at the moment, or?
So I've had a Vive headset, Paxton. I've had a couple of them.
Oh.
And the Vive Pro, if you're going to get a Vive Pro. The Samsung HMD Odyssey is probably one of I've tried a lot of headsets. I've tried Oculus's, Vives. I've got a Pimax coming, and so far the Samsung HMD Odyssey is the best one that I've found. Milo, I swear I had this. I swear I've seen it on this page before. I swear I've seen it in this aircraft before. Next gen. But if money's not an option, if money's not a problem, sorry, then by all means have some fun and just flog it off when the new versions come out. We've got wind and turbulence option here for the. I don't think we do. Probably the Samsung HMD Odyssey. Hey Jim, how you going, buddy? That's good. Yeah, flight's been really good so far, Jim. It was foggy in Brisbane today, so by the time I thought we'd have to wait for it to burn off, but by the time we were ready to go, it had burnt off, and we'd had enough visibility to take off. So we're off to Queenstown, mate. And what we got? About 2 hours, 40 minutes left. It's going to be a really nice approach into Queenstown. We fly down through the valley, so it's going to be good. Actually, see if I can get those charts up now. Actually,
Does that thing have RMP?
No, that's some 2 report crossing upland.
Hopefully. I don't think I got the
Yeah,
charts.
just passed up one. Alright, thank you. Andy's currently offline. Continue with Unicom, primary 122 days for late. Good morning. What advisories here?
Let's have a look here. We got the Navigraph charts. There we go. So as you can see, this is. Would you prefer to use yokes to VR controllers? No, the VR controller is very light because you've got no resistance, and it does take a little bit getting used to. But you know, it's very sensitive to your movements. So I'm getting better at it, to say. But a physical yoke and a physical cockpit, you know, that's probably the ultimate. But you can get away with it in VR pretty well. So this is us just here out of Brisbane and then down to Queenstown here. So this is where we are on the legs. That guy's updating in real time. So Queenstown is going to be an interesting approach. So Queenstown Airport is just here. So we're going to be starting up here, down here and flying down the valley and into the airport. If we do cock it up, we'll be having to fly out the valley past Queenstown City itself, down the Lake Wakatapo or something. I can never say that damn name. And then we track out while we're doing a nice serious climb out, left-hand turn, hold here while we work out what the hell we're going to do, and either have another crack coming in or we divert to Christchurch. Oh, headset change. There we go, new battery in.
Quarter 185, Brisbane.
Brisbane radio, class 185, go ahead.
Quarter 185, report, stay max speed.
What did he say?
Report max speed.
Max speed. Is that?
It's next to ludicrous speed.
Is that winds falling off?
Quarter 185, report your max speed.
Max speed he wants, buddy.
0.80, 185.
Quarter 185, roger. I'm just going to try and get some separation between you and the preceding velocity aircraft. While your radar is supposed to do some mark distance, isn't it?
5.78, class 185.
Block the 115, maintain mark decimal
I've just changed flight levels
7 or greater.
Copy Mac 80 or greater,
Yeah,
and obviously 115 is
370
Milsey time 03.
Are you?
Estimate
should be
Jupo at
separated
time
there.
52, then Numsa.
Block the 115, thanks for that. Look at this report being on radar.
Alright, whatever.
I'm happy about that.
I thought he told us position reports, but I must have missed it.
Brisbane radio and record. And 804, roger. For Auckland radios offline, continue with Unicom primary 122 days below. Go. Unicom 122.
I was getting a nice view of your chemtrails there.
Yeah, I left the switch on.
Nice music.
It's alright, isn't it? Coming through okay? Gotta have some chills going across the water, mate. Swear I've never seen a return on this weather radar, whereas all the time I would fly in prepared 3D with active sky, I'd always have something showing up. We're getting a little variation in the wind here now. Alrighty, so 2 hours 40 minutes to go. 2 hours 36 minutes to go, actually. I'm sorry about that.
What's your ETA for Queenstown?
0242 Zulu, mate. Wags posted a video of updates to Hornet today. Oh, did he, Jim? Awesome. Did it have any of the AIM 120 or AIM-X stuff in it? So what does a pilot do in real life? Hey Mocko, how you going, buddy? Haven't seen you for a little while. How's it going? So what does a pilot do in real life once they have autopilot going? Yeah, talk to Deb. Get a coffee, kick back, talk about the cricket. Talk about their, their wives back at their departure port, and talk about their girlfriends at the arrival port, I guess. We got a nice tailwind. I wish that tailwind was right up our trumpet though. We're definitely going the right way. That 130 knot headwind, we'd probably get 100 knots of that actually. It'd be pretty horrible. What do we want? We want progress. Next page. Yeah, that's not filling. Tailwind 75 knots. Yeah, at the moment. It's mostly radar targeting modes as far as I can tell, but they did mention that the next focus is the AIM 120, AIM-9X and laser guided bombs. Finally, I can use the Hornet for a one-shot stop. God, the A10's going to be a bit hard to justify with that happening on the Hornet A. Can you land an X-plane with an ILS? Yeah, Paxson, of course, absolutely. You got your full suite of approaches, your ILSs, VORs, NDBs, RNAV approaches.
Yeah, it's not on my first.
Yeah, it's fun, Paxson, but I prefer to hand fly. You fly for 3 hours on the autopilot. You don't want to let it land on autopilot. You need to have a crack. I'll probably do the autopilot a lot on this approach down to where I feel we get the aircraft fully configured. Obviously, being single pilot ops, like most people in flight sims, the workload's quite high. And if you're falling a little bit behind, which you try never do, and I very rarely ever fall behind the aircraft without sounding like a dickhead, there's a lot going on. So using the autopilot and using the computers to relieve the workload a little bit, and so it frees you up to do the rest of the stuff is really important about managing your resources accurately and in the safest way. So yeah, you probably see me, well, if you stay on, but when you watch the video and review, you'll see the autopilot on for quite a while till we get down to pretty much almost fully configured. Configured for landing, that is. And then I'll disconnect the autopilot and give it a crack. Won't be that this is not going to be the lightest landing I've ever done, because you've really got to establish the aircraft on the ground quite early. So Kurt knows all about landing, establishing the aircraft on the runway quite early. He's an expert there. Can you fly a helicopter? You can fly a helicopter and X-plane, buddy.
Last time you flew in Queenstown, it will fly, sure.
It was, mate, with Zach, when Zach was pilot flying.
That's right.
Mate, I told him to go round, and he didn't listen to me.
That's it.
CRM.
Advice today.
Oh, it will be, mate. Oh, in real life? Oh, no, Mocker, I've never flown in a helicopter in real life. And if you look at how I fly helicopters in DCS, you probably know the reason why. All looking good. So one of the things we want to watch for is the fuel of the aircraft will drain the center tank first, because even though there's fuel pumps and redundant fuel pumps in each of the tanks, the wing tanks can be gravity fed. So in the event of double loss of fuel pumps, you can still have fuel provided to the engines. Whereas the center tank requires fuel pumps to get fuel to the engines. So it naturally drains those first. So that's why you're going to see these numbers will stay roughly the same. and this guy is going to drain first. Yeah, you probably want the gear down no lower than about 2,500 feet, AGL, and by that stage you want to have at least flaps 10 out, and then gear down and go flaps 15, and then work through your schedule that way. I have not had the pleasure of seeing you fly one. Oh, Mocka, well, I think those videos have all been eaten off, removed off Twitch, but there should be a couple on the YouTube channel. Something I need to do is actually get my videos sorted
100 Senegade Sport 0170
and into playlists on YouTube. Horrible contrails, horrible contrails.
Yard 100, thanks. Identify with Houston via the Lord Howe Island plane bridge, maintain flight level 30.
For some reason,
Yard 100, clear to Houston via Lima Hotel India, maintain flight level 330.
so Milo Virgin's got the Fokker 100. We've got the
I got an idea.
so for us, they've got the ATR 72, the 737, 700, 800, and the 777, 300 ER, and the A330, 200. I think they are. For some reason, my flight information's not working, which is a bit annoying. So on top of my stream, I normally have some flight information up the top here, and it's not working today. I don't know why. Oh, Mocka, yeah, I can't wait to see that. And do you know something about that movie? Is that helicopter stunt was done in New Zealand. It was done just north of Queenstown, where we're flying today, and caused quite a stir. I was actually in Queenstown the later part of last week for a night. I had a meeting with the airport there. And it was quite the talk of the town. Tom Cruise was there, and that he flew a helicopter under a bridge and caused quite a stir with the locals. So yeah.
I heard he had an average like 8 hours a day to get that license.
Jeez, it's a lot of time.
So much.
Nice someone else paying the bill though.
That's it. I'd do it in 8 hours a day.
Yeah, damn right.
Not that money.
I don't know why my sim... something went wrong. Simulated connection lost. My flight information isn't coming up on the... oh, there it goes. It's popped up there for a little bit, but it's not updating for some reason. I don't know why. the yellow and white text there just underneath the X-Plane logo. I'm not sure why. It won't reconnect to X-Plane for some reason. I'm pretty sure I was doing some cleanups in X-Plane and removed something that I shouldn't have.
Get out of the short airspace, so I'm going to bump up the speed.
Copy, mate. Sounds good, buddy. The pilot, no, this is the Project Fly one that I'm using. Not many quick cuts in the middle of the helicopter scene, so you can really see him flying it. Made the fun really exciting without the quick cuts. Yeah, right. Yeah, that's cool. That's why those Mission Impossible movies are really good, is because of stuff like that. Don't know why I don't. X-Plane 11, resources, plugins. The Ram Air Turbine, yeah, Paxton. If you've got that thing deployed, you're having a really bad day. Shit, does the 737 have a rat? Kurt, does the 737 have a rat?
Don't think so.
I don't think so either. No. The 737 we're in doesn't have a rat, Paxton. You typically find that in larger aircraft. So you got hey Milo. EA firm. Just behind the right wing. It's a big red door. Yes, Milo, I did. Absolutely. It's funny. I was unzipping them and moving them one section because the zips are they're all separate zip files. So I was unzipping, like, I don't know, New Zealand's in like 5 zip files. So I was unzipping the ones that I thought were in Queenstown and kept getting them wrong. And then I go into the sim, check it out, and be like, oh no, I can see it. I'm starting from the top and working down. So I went the other way, and literally on the border of Queenstown, halfway through the airport in the town, was the tile. So half of it was normal X-Plane and half of it was the ortho. So I found the other one, and I've got it now. So all tested. So annoying though that there's no snow on the ortho ones that I've chosen. Or the ortho ones in those packs. There's no snow on some of the mountains. So it's looking like they were taken in summer.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, tell me about it. So there's snow on some mountains further out from Queenstown, but there's no snow on the mountains near Queenstown. So I think those photos were taken, I'm pretty sure that imagery was taken in summer. So Paxton, in those aircraft, there's a what do they call it, a gated switch? Yeah, I'm not sure. That's not a gated switch. It's a switch with a cover on it, and you've got to lift that up and flick it up and that sort of thing. Otherwise, it auto deploys in the air should you need it, and it has to be once it's out, it has to be reinstalled by ground personnel, by engineering. It won't go back in by itself.
Is there a switch? I thought it was just an auto.
Yeah, there's a switch in the 777.
Yeah, right.
Interested to learn about such systems. Yeah, Paxton, there's a hell of a lot that goes into these aircraft. A hell of a lot. Starting to lose a little bit of the wind now, so 521.
It's strange, I got 534. But I'm using Apple's.
Yeah, copy. Starting to get a couple of bumps here, just a couple.
Updated for Queenstown, got scattered at 3,000.
Yeah, copy.
57, 13 knots.
Menu, A cars, A car request. What are we? NZQN. Send. So as I was talking before with the center fuel pumps, when we get under a ton in the center fuel tank, those pumps are actually submerged in fuel, which helps keep them cool. The fuel dissipates the heat that the pump generates. When we get under about a ton, those pumps start to become they're no longer submerged in fuel completely. They start coming out of the fuel, so the heat builds up. So we turn off one of the pumps there and just have one pump going. And then when we get down to about 100 kilos or down to 0, we turn both pumps off. Come on, buddy, give me the weather.
This taxi out at 3-4 right is the worst.
Where are you going?
Sunny Coast.
Oh, nice. Geez, the old ADA's request has taken some time. 2 minutes so far.
Over the ocean, mate.
That's not simulated, do you reckon?
I don't know, I reckon. I swear it takes longer when you're in the air.
Oh, maybe it is simulated, okay. Wait on that weather request still. XPUIPC we need for explain. For this guy to start working. Did I remove that? Did I? Did. Oh no, I did too. I removed the X-plane, basically the X-plane equivalent of FSUIPC. And that means my little guy won't connect. Dol. Don't know where that's gone either. Oh yeah, XPUIPC. Damn it. It's right there. Damn, still haven't got that weather request through.
Jeez.
Alrighty, what are we doing here? So we are approaching almost halfway. Here we go. We've got a little ways to go just yet. Years ago I was in the military and was in the back of a plane during a combat landing. How tough is that kind of landing for a pilot? Yeah, that's that really comes down to energy management there, ensuring that you manage your energy there, and that's no, that's alright, Mocker man, you're more than welcome. I feel like Deb's going to bring me some pizza soon. I feel like there's definitely some pizza coming my way. I was smart. We went out drinking last night. We had a birthday party last night, and I didn't go too badly. I pulled up and was very sensible. That I was smart enough to know that to stock the fridge with pizza for today, and it's a good choice that I did.
Wow, this ortho at Sydney was so good.
Yeah, that pack.
Yeah.
It's high. Yeah, it's a ZL18. That pack. That's really good. Not getting anything on the ATIS there. So Numsar is when we do our next step climb to 370. So 700. No, let's stop at descent. Optimum is 345, max 37, so you got a little while to go yet before we're going to do our next step climb, or our first step climb. Yeah, pretty aggressive mock-up. So the trick is I'm pretty sure that they get themselves really pretty much fully configured and everything's out to create a lot of aerodynamic drag, aerodynamic drag, and do a very steep descent. Yeah, it's very much so, yep. Everything comes out, create a shitload of drag, and then down you go. It's funny, I've seen it a few times in the 737. The 737's wing design and design of the aircraft is very good. And obviously they keep refining it over the years. And it is quite a slippery aeroplane. So even with the boards out, with the speed brakes out, it can be tough to slow down sometimes. And I've known a few pilots actually coming into to Melbourne on one of the approaches onto runway 34. They've actually got the gear down as well at 5,000 feet to help slow the aircraft down because they're coming in a little bit hot.
Yeah, that was safe. Brisbane is closed now. Can you find 1228?
There you go, 1228. There you go, mate. Up you come, Daz.
Pedal to the metal.
Yep, firewall it. We're going to land with 5 ton, I'm going to land with 2 hours of fuel here, so we're going to go up a bit too, I think. Cruise 0.81. Get rid of you. Go a little bit faster.
Oh, good song. Very good song.
What we might do is new Numsar fix. Actually, can we get legs? Fix Numsar /5. No, you're not going to work for me? Alright, fine. A bit like that. I was going to have Numsar there and put a fix over Numsar for me to remind me of a step climb there, but if you don't want to do that, that's fine. We're at joint base Balad in Iraq. I guess at the peak of the war it was the busiest airport in the world. Yeah, I bet Mocker it was. Wow. Quite a life experience you've got there, buddy.
I haven't flown with Ortho in the day yet. It's real good.
Yeah, it was really pretty coming out of Brizzy today. Over North Strait broke and stuff. It was beautiful.
Yeah. I'll be descending over there, so it'll be good.
Oh yeah, nice. Who's that? Oh, hey mate, good morning.
Sydney Sunny Coast.
Oh, you coming back on your trip from Christmas and Cocos? Oh god. Motor pool backed up to the far end of a runway, so I was interested to watch them start them up. Yeah, I bet, Mocha. For how long?
For about a week.
Ooh.
Yeah. I don't know what's worse, sitting on Perth for a week.
They probably go hand in hand, actually. Is there a way to mute sound in X-Plane? No, I don't think there is. Alright guys, give me just 1 second. I'm just gonna go grab some breakfast real quick and I'll be right back.
Bit of weather coming up the coast.
Send us a screenshot. Send us a screenshot.
Of what?
See that.
I'll just send one in this Discord and sharing. It looks so good, eh? It's like that satellite imagery, all of those stuff.
At least you two won't have any issues now.
Brisbane radio disappeared, by the way.
Yeah, crack that bloody
Speed up, yeah.
speed up. Yeah.
I'm only 5.2 miles behind you anyway, so.
I've seen how this all works. So when you tell me lies, look me in the eyes first. I'm just trying to protect my heart. Showed you every single scar. Say it's you, not me, 'cause that's my favorite part. Why does it hurt so much? With every single touch, we thought this was love. Why do I want to stay now? I wanna be alone, I just don't know how. Why does it hurt so much? With every single touch, we thought this was love. Why
Sorry about that, guys. I am back. Sorry, I'm back. That wind's starting to die off for me, Daz.
Yeah, I've got 261 and 95 now. Ground
I
speed
got
of 522.
I got 264, 66.
What's your ground speed?
What's for breakfast? Ground speed is 512.
522. I had to slow down.
Pizza. So I'll make sure I mute my mic while I eat, so you guys don't get to hear it.
Maybe it's just Qantas have got slippery at 737s.
Maybe. Breakfast of champions, Walker. Almost halfway.
I've got 3 miles to oceanic entry.
Yep. Yeah, copy. One thing I forgot. What's the distance for 180 minutes? Do you remember?
440? No, sorry.
Hold on, I've got the flight plan. Oh, I've got the non-ADTO distances. That's 431. I'm too sure of the ADTO distances.
I've got it on my plan here. I should do.
Yeah, the 26K engine is 431. That's 12.
431. Yeah. X and slash 431. Maybe we're gonna do 016 slash 431 maybe to get both. Delete 016 zoom in a little bit, that might make it a little bit easier. 016 slash 431. It's really interesting that doesn't do that. Slash 431. Queenstown. What to do is it? NZ QN dash 431. My range rings aren't working for some reason. Where's my... equal time point. We're now at 16. We're past that, so we're definitely going. Alright, we tried. That picture of city looks good. Was that you, Kurt? still up?
I think he's away, but yeah, it was him.
Yeah, copy. Should we get our weather? Yeah. No. Let's send it again, see what happens. Oops. Wrong knob. What time we got now? 32. 0232 Zulu mean for me at the moment.
See if you can see me about in your 5 o'clock time.
Miles.
Yep. Following your chemtrails.
Haha. Citizens Cove, one lovely day. Thanks, Mocha.
She won't crack a smile over grin.
That's alright, buddy. So they removed, so Spotify have changed their API where you can no longer request songs on Spotify through any, of the Twitch stuff anymore. So, sorry, is that actually for Twitch? The change, and Spotify have made a change to their API. They no longer accept, external requests from applications. So, yeah, Spotify's been removed now, so we can only do YouTube links, which is a little bit disappointing. Yeah, it's a little bit.
Move to the sound of the band from Atlantis. Oh, one lovely day, one lovely day. Oh, one lovely day, one lovely day. Well, she won't let on.
Paxton, you still here, buddy? How's it going, buddy? You staying away? Were you doing a lot of reading into Explain or something?
Well, it's written all in her eyes. There's no disguise. Well, she lost so much until only together we could go. Oh, where there ain't no more pain. Together
Nice, Baxter. The software engineer, yeah, what sort of software are you working on?
Oh, where there's time for you and I. Together we could walk to the river, stand with the fantasy, move to the sounds of the band from Atlantis. Oh,
Arcdesk.com. I don't know if I know that one. Let me just click on that for a sec. Oh, some construction. Oh, nice website.
Together we could go.
equipment construction. That's really cool, mate. How's it going? Is it still early days yet?
To the river, stand with the famished, move to the sounds of the band from Atlantis. Oh, one lovely day, one lovely day. Yeah.
Oh, nice, mate. Congratulations. So you're over in the UK? I saw the link change to .co.uk. Hiring 10 people, nice. Wow, it does seem to be going well. Obviously got some capital there to use. Oh, nice. What's the weather like there in Poland at the moment, Paxton? Pretty warm or warmish? Yeah, wow. How hot does it get in Poland, do you know? Typically? Oh, 27, wow. Actually, you just reminded me. I think we're having some unseasonably warm weather for it today, actually. Where I am. 22, max of 23 today, okay. Someone was talking to me, it was going to be 28 or something today here. But no. Hottest this year was 32. Yeah, wow. It's not unusual for us to have some 40-degree days, actually. So what we can do here, I want to give you guys a bit of a look at where we're headed today. So that one, yeah. Let's see if I can get something up here. Window capture. Sorry guys for the little black screen that's just come up, just give me one sec. Queenstown, there we go. Just chuck that there, let me just quickly chuck what we got here? Crop, there we go. Top. 300 off? No, that's way too much. So 100. Yeah, it's a bit better. Take a little bit off the top there, make it a little bit easier to see. There we go. So this is where we're headed today. We're headed to Queenstown, for those of you who haven't seen Queenstown much before. So this is New Zealand here, this at the bottom of the South Island just here. So we're going to Queenstown just here. So we're going to be flying over a lot of the ranges and Milford Sounds here. Australia is always very hot. We've had a pretty warm winter actually, not that we really get winter in Brisbane. So we'll be flying over here. We'll be coming up to the north here because there's a as you can see here, it's quite hilly through Queenstown. And Queenstown Airport is just down in here, just this guy just here. So it is quite a small airport. It's just the one strip, and then you've got so you get on a cab and drive up here. And into the city of Queenstown just here. So I was in Queenstown just the other week, and I was just here, staying just here on the water, which was absolutely really nice. But one of the things we'll be doing is coming in and around the. Actually, what we're just going to do is change that music for a second and go back to our nice chill music. So we'll be coming around the valleys here, and then we'll be flying down and around this valley here. And actually, there's a big mountain just here, or set of mountains just here, and we'll be flying down this valley here and around onto the approach. So we might get a couple of terrain warnings today, and we'll definitely brief for those. But we typically get around the tips here, around this mountain range just here, is where we get pretty close. While we turn around and get on the final approach here for the runway. We've got topography here on this map. Can we get topography? I don't even know if that's a thing on Google Maps. Well, you can see a little bit of the topography, but the mountain range just here. So yeah, Queenstown is really pretty. This is Queenstown. This is taken from the pier. And that's where I was staying. These apartments just here the other day, actually. Had a few beers down here on the wharf. But Queenstown is very, very pretty. So the airport's back this way, so this is the mountain range that I showed you that we need to go down the side of, so we actually need to come down the side of the mountain, this mountain range just here. Yeah, it is really, really pretty. Let's see if we can do a Queenstown, Google search here, Queenstown Airport. Let's see if we can get some photos from Queenstown Airport. Yeah, so there's the, well, looking down at the Queenstown Airport, so we'll be coming in, I guess, from behind this photo. And then, yeah, obviously you're driving around to Queenstown and the city's just over here, so it is really, really pretty. Give you a bit of an idea of what Queenstown looks like from a guest's perspective. There's the mountain, the side of the mountain range we'll be coming in from over here. So, yeah, this is the guy we need to watch out for.
It's the Remarkables. It's an order ring.
It is, mate. Yeah, the Remarkables. It sure is. Sure does, buddy. That works. The Remarkables is what that mountain range is called. Oh, there's a competition. There's Daz. That's the aircraft Daz is in today. There's the Remarkables just behind. Well, that's what it looked like when I departed the other day. It was looking quite miserable, but very, very pretty. Not as cool approach. If we come through the mountain range, that's pretty cool. That's pretty exciting. Well, you wanted me to come over the lake, do you? There's my little window. Okay. Alrighty, how are we looking here? Getting there? Fuel? Yep, there we go.
Yep, I just ran out of center technical.
I actually missed under looking at, as if you heard me earlier, I talked about if we get under a ton, we need to turn one of the pumps off. Forgot to do that, whoops. I would normally have an FO to do that. Kurt would normally do that for me, and he sits there, but as you can see, there's no Kurt. I've had a really upset stomach over the last couple of days, and it out. Still no sign of New Zealand yet. So we are over the halfway mark now, so we're coming in there slowly. We're having Mocha trying to relive the good old days. Did we end up getting that weather request coming through? Sure it didn't. A Babu approach is the best. Have a look here, real quick. Milo, I want to see what approach we've got set up. New charts for Queenstown, certainly not good. Curious to see what you think of the setup. Yeah, Mocha, I can definitely have a look. Dam 2B, I think is the one that will be taken. So we'll come in from, what do we come in from? We'll come in from Libla. So we'll be coming in from this guy just here, coming down to Dam, and then down here to Gospar, and then from Ukped, and from Woodped. I got the wrong approach there actually. Oh no, there we go. We get on the approach just here. There, and into Queenstown. Runway 2305. I think that wind actually was 05. I actually think the wind's coming from the other direction, so we might have to change our plan.
How's the flight travelling?
You're not going too badly. I'm trying to work out which runway I'm going to use. Well, there we go. Thanks, Milo.
237 and 13 knots.
Milo's just posted it. Milo's just posted it through 270 at 12. Tempo from 020. Oh yeah, by the time we land, 6,000 visiting showers of rain, few. Yeah.
Powering cumulus.
Yeah, great. And there's some thunderstorms in the area.
Nice, that'll be good.
Hold on, Milo posted NZAA. Wrong airport.
Oh, Milo, wrong airport, buddy. That's North Island. Come on, Milo.
I've got 237 and 13. Scatter 3,000.
Okay, so it's going to be runway 23. That's Christchurch, Milo.
Oh, okay. He's trying to throw us off.
You're getting closer, buddy. You're getting closer. You're on the right island now. NZQN,
Gets
mate.
excited for an interesting landing.
You look at all the weather here. The weather is so much better in these places than when we get to bloody Queenstown. It's going to be cav-okay. Alright, so this is what we're going to be doing. There we go, Milo. 180.12, showers of rain, broken at 300 from 00, so an hour ago, 240 at 10, view at 1200. Okay, so yeah, runway 23. There's no love here. Yeah, it's a tough crowd, Milo. Oh. Alrighty, so we probably need to start plugging some stuff in here. So what are we going to do? The UDAM.
Or even Sunny Coast, about at 3,000, nice.
You can do 05. Yeah, Milo, but check from 2900, 000, so an hour and 3 minutes ago, the wind's coming around to the 240 at 10 knots. Read the last part of the meta. Up, down. Right, choose the GNS, the RNAV H.
And of course, legal requirements.
Ooh. Okay, so good old X-Plane in its navigation doesn't have much in terms. It doesn't have the arrival. So let's just go put that in real quick. It doesn't have the dam to Bravo for runway 23. So we need to go put that in. So from Libla it's AKBOB. AKBOB. Yeah, that's it. Execute you. From AKBOB, it's to Dulig, D-U-L-I-G. D-U-L-I-G. Dulig? Yeah. From Dulig, it's then to Dam. UB Dam. From Udam, it's then to Ladib. I don't know why I try and pronounce these. L-A-D-I-P. Hey Sean, did you happen to send that D10 yet? Oh, Milo. Oh shit, no I haven't. I'm really sorry about that, buddy. I totally forgot about that. I will do that I will do that for you today after this flight. Are you on Vox? Sorry Milo, I totally forgot, buddy. Oh buddy, I'm really sorry about that. Feel bad now. I will do that for you, mate, don't worry. Gospa. Yeah, I did get a little bit busy, but no excuse, I will do that for you. Ooh, Gospa, we want south. From Gospa, it's to MABGA. MABGA. There we go, and then we fix that up, and that should be okay. So, plan, step you through, zoom in a little bit. That's looking right to me. We go off to the hold. Okay, so the things we need to put in now are our restrictions. So our first restriction, we've got max 250 knots at or above flight level 150. Dam is there. We're going to be there, so we need 250 knots. We're going to go down to 160 for you. Oops. Execute. Larrikin, how you going, buddy? How come it didn't do a barrel roll? How come it didn't say it? I will manually do it for you, buddy, because it's meant to work but it doesn't. And it's really
Do a barrel roll.
temperamental. But there you go, buddy. A bit late, but I got it there. Okay, so from Updam, at or above, so Ladip. At or above, yeah, which is we've got. So we'll go /110A at Ladip. Gospa, we want to be 210 at or below 170, 210 knots. Which we will be. Okay, Magma, we need to be between, we're going to do a hard altitude there of 110. And then Berg, for the arrival, has got us, Berg, we want to be there. So approach, that's missed approach, Berg to 7,500 above, then QN 669, then Akaba, yeah, okay. The missed approach altitude is nuts on this approach, it's 4,100 feet, so there's, oh actually, we can set that now because we're not in VR. So let's set that up now.
No, that's cheating.
How much faster is that?
Cheat. Reset it, do it in VR.
Oh my god, that's so much better, so much faster. So 4150, there we go, beautiful. Oh, there's our range ring, there it is, 431. Oh crap, I went out. What happened to VR? We'll be back in VR, buddy. We'll do our approach into VR. We're just flying on the desk for now across. So we're okay with the approaching, mate. Daz, I'm looking at 0229 Zulu.
Yep, I'm looking at 0220.
Rocket.
That would probably be right.
What cost index do you use in that 7.3?
I'm using 35 at the moment.
Okay, copy. What's your distance to Numsa?
Numsa is 39.
Okay, cool.
5 miles behind you. But I'm speeding a bean just to keep the separation.
Oh, yeah, could be, okay. Oh, really, Milo? Yeah, 3 hours being in VR straight, I thought I would just step out, and that way you can see me, you can know that I'm really not a robot. 256. There we go. We got water brakes 2.
Yeah, my A cards isn't working either at the moment.
Yeah, okay, so it's not just me then.
To report that to company.
Getting there now, the last third, I guess, of the trip. Daz anywhere.
You dirty caravan. That's terrible, they've got to fix that.
They really do.
Punching a hole in the ozone layer one at a time.
How do you get rid of them? You can get rid of them chemtrails. Yeah, Milo, have you got a replacement for those? Because they are horrible.
Yep, there's a switch for that, isn't there?
Yeah, it's those two down by the throttle.
So it's actually interesting, I'm comparing fuel flows between the Zevo and the PMDG. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I've got 6.8 tons of fuel left, you've got 7. My fuel flow is 1.26, so it's a bit different there because...
I got 1.26 here as well.
Oh, do you? Okay.
I'm only just coming into my optimum though. My optimum's 351, max 378, so I'm not going to 370 anytime soon.
That's a bit of a difference there. My optimum is 389.
What was your payload? Or what was your zero fuel weight?
Hold on, just check.
My gross weight's currently 68.2. Does you need a range test like you did on DCS? So yeah, I think you get about 8 hours out of this. So that's a long endurance test. Daz, Milo says you need to do a range test like you did in DCS.
Yep, absolutely. All about the numbers.
Best do the 747 first. Yeah, I agree, Milo. Where is my plan here? So I had a zero fuel weight of 61.2.
Yeah, I'm a bit heavy. I'm looking for the page on my flight plan.
You're a bit heavier, and you've got that. Wow, the number's way off. Way
lighter.
off. Oh, lighter.
Zero fuel was 60.3 tons.
Well, I've only got 60.3. I gotta get a ton of it on you. Yeah, those numbers are different. I might do a 2D flight in the 737 now too. 2D? 2D, Milo, what the?
Considering it's a lot cheaper. So what do you got for your VREF? 40 flight?
I need to do the adjustment plus fuel, so hang on a sec. We're due to land with 4.7. Wow, we're going to land with a bit of one. What did I say my zero fuel weight was? Performance 61.2, 60, 65. No. Flaps 40, 142.
Flaps 40, 137.
Okay. Are you doing flaps 30?
I have to do flaps 40.
Oh, 40, okay, copy.
Sure, right line.
Here comes the clouds. Milo, are you using that thing that you showed me, the thing with the funny name? Like, it controls your FPS, you know, you put your minimum FPS in, J3, 3J something or other. I'm getting 74 FPS here at the moment. AA 2 times 2 plus 3J FPS, yeah, yep, so I'm getting 74 FPS here at the moment. LOD 1.0, Cloud 0.75, CLS whatever that is 1, and AA 2x2 plus. Paxton,
looks good.
Paxton, you go to, yeah it does, Paxton, you go to your data output page in the settings for X-Plane, and then there's a show in cockpit tick box, you just tick that and click OK. But it's 2D, I don't really both, yeah. My minimum is 45 for VR, so which I think is pretty good, it does a pretty okay job of maintaining that. That looks pretty.
That's standard X-Plane clouds.
Is that standard X-Plane, Kurt?
Yeah, it is. Yep. And going up the coast, all these beaches and stuff, the scenery is really good. Really, really good.
I'm doing KTVL to KASC. I don't even know where those places are, Milo. What are they?
Lake Tahoe.
2.
Do the fixed range rings work? Why not working, mate?
Aspen. Tahoe to Aspen. Yeah, I think they're a bit temperamental.
Yeah,
Tahoe to Aspen.
Tahoe's a nice temple. So is Aspen.
Down to 59 FPS in this cloud now. Hopefully VR works again when I put the sim back into VR. That did suck. That's one thing I was going to Google. That's right, while I'm sitting here doing nothing, is autosave for X-Plane. Autosaving of situations X-Plane developers. There we go. Any autosave utility. X-Hobs, thanks Max. What is this? Store. Oh, the weather's gone.
I'm actually not going to 7390. It's 37.
we're going to add that to our X-Plane. So there's a X-Hobbs HOBBS is a universal auto-save feature for X-Plane, and it saves every possible thing you could want. Should you need to go back in and after a crash. Or there's a flight data recorder plug in.
I cannot get over this scenery.
Are you just running the standard Z or 4D?
Ortho something.
Oh yeah, well, the auto is the...
Flight data recorder is what it's called,
Yeah.
Milo.
14.
Yeah, I think so. Just over the Gold Coast. Very good.
You can watch it play back though.
Yeah, I should probably do that. A little bit more explain, I haven't done it before.
I don't want the flight data recorder that I can't.
P3D now, but I don't know how it goes.
You can, yeah. It's the exact same concept.
Righto.
X-Hobbs HOBBS is the one that I found. Auto save versus X-Plane save function. File, save flight, situation
I'm
file,
a little bit worried about New Zealand because...
save. There we go. Just on a manual save. Okay, it's 3:30 AM. I think it's time to go home. All right, Paxton. We'll see you. We'll see you later, buddy. We touched down in an hour and 5 minutes, so an hour and 5 minutes to go. But oh well, we'll see you next time, buddy. No worries, Paxton. See you later, buddy. Bye for now. Actually, Zibbo 737 auto save.
About the old sim, Sean.
Oh, I'm just worried about the flick back to VR.
Yeah, true.
I'll do a save before I flick it back just to make sure I'm okay.
Yeah.
Did you end up turning NOAA weather off?
Yeah, mine's off, man.
Just using default?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it does the trick.
NOAA, it captures onto a meter, like where you're flying over, so even though you could be on descent to a different airport, it could have like Ballina or whatever, you know.
Ah,
where
sure.
you're overhead.
Yep,
So
yep, yep.
like, you know, there's a total difference.
Yeah.
That's what, I think that's what's about it.
Alrighty, Alrighty, we are closing in on the last leg here. Let's have a little bit of a look at where we're up to. There we go, get there slowly. That's probably a bit far. Slowly but surely. How you going, Daz?
Yep, just having a look at the updated weather for it's good.
Yes, the wind is roughly where we think it is.
Yep.
Australian stuff is real good.
I'm going to come in by the Cowboy One approach, I think.
The Cowboy One approach.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, yeah. Milo says that's the approach he always takes. Yep. You join overhead the final approach, gear down, flaps down, or cross on the fence. Jeez, it's pretty overcast around here. Relatively smooth flight today. I wasn't too concerned there about the turbulence. No, we're still not getting any weather through that A-cars. So descent. 0206, so 36 minutes until descent. Ah, this is a long flight. Ooh, give me some focus camera. There we go.
It's interesting. My descent is 0155.
You must be ahead of me now. What's your distance to Maddox? No?
166 Maddox.
Oh, you're 6 miles behind me. What's your descent profile? 0.78/280? Shit, actually that's a good point. What's the transition altitude for New Zealand? Let's have a look here.
It's 110.
Transition is...
Is it 140? Check.
Transition out 130. Execute. Yawns are contagious, made me yawn as well, all the way from... Sorry, Mark, I'll be like this again. I'll come out of the...
You had to put in your standard arrival route. I didn't. So maybe there's some differences there.
It didn't have the 2 Bravo for Romo 23, so I just manually put it down. Where's my plan? Okay, so what do we want? We want
So my target speed for descent is 0.785/279.
Okay. 27373. 237 at 73. So I'm putting the descent forecast winds in here. So the aircraft can accommodate our descent. So we've got a nice tailwind which will typically give us some trouble on descent. We might be on the boards a lot of the way down. 220. We want 233 at 71. 233, yeah, so we've got a pretty strong wind all the way down. And lastly, 140. 140. We got 232 at 50. 232 at 50. Lovely, there we go. Shaved off a few minutes. So push-ups will make you up before you fall into a pizza coma. You know, will wake me up. I just got nowhere to do it. Do a product review of the HMD Odyssey here, which you can see is still on. It's probably not doing my headset any good. Being on there, probably getting a massive screen burn in, but we'll see how we go. Oh dear. Oh no, sorry Molo, Mokoro was I wasn't gonna do a yawn on stream, sorry buddy. You what?
Said that blurry and blurrier it gets as you lose height.
The 14, ZL14, yeah. I'm gonna do the whole East Coast, I think, in 17.
Yeah.
So an hour to top of descent. No, under an hour. Ooh, 59 minutes, that's odd. 59 minutes, sorry, 29 minutes, that's odd. My maths is good. Yeah. Oh, sorry, Locker. I caught it. Pizza coma. Actually, you know what we're going to do? We're going to get some sweets. That's what we're going to do. We are going to get some sweets. I will be right back.
So if you had your FO, you would have been able to take a break and have a sleep.
That's right. I'm on different sectors today.
Alrighty, we are back. Maybe Scotch 2 maybe? Nah, we got this guy, this bad boy, full of sweets. Look at that. Yeah. That'll keep me going for a little bit. Good. Whoops. Talk about popping your lid off. Perfect, look at that.
Oh,
Young.
Pax clap on landing. How good. Turn it. I would say that.
Any landing you walk away from school one?
I had to take over on the
It's not the worst landing we've done.
No,
I've
you're right.
I've seen the worst landing you guys
Yeah,
done.
that's right.
Again, Kurt was flying. I'm noticing a pattern
We
here.
beat that, so there you go.
Again, Kurt was flying, so I'm noticing a pattern here.
See if I can pull it off in a sunny case.
Queenstown doesn't have a VOR or NDB, does it? Oh, yes, it does. Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
like
Yeah, it could be. 1136.
if it's still there. Alright.
Milo, don't do any shortcuts when you're flying, buddy. That's how people die. Recent crashes. Or you crash into a runway. Was there any, and I'm gonna ask this question now because it's too late to do anything about it, but is there any,
I reckon I got about
it's a
80 miles.
QNX
to
plane
replicate
11.
The crash I had last time I went to Queenstown.
Oh dear, you got autosave on or something?
Oh well.
Damn it, there's Queenstown scenery. Fuck it. Oh, there's proper Queenstown scenery for the airport. Damn it. Rats. Oh well, next time. But Dazza, do you got scenery for here, Daz?
Yes, I do.
Okay, copy. You should record it or stream it with your approach coming in.
That's if I get there.
Dazzo, not Daz. Oh, what? Oh.
I saying call me Daz, Daz.
Oh, yeah, copy.
Yeah, I might do a stream at another time. While it's setting up.
Wow, Milo, really? That's awesome. You weren't bad-mouthing the airport at all, were you? But that tree's not there. Alright, what's our elevation here? Let's do our descent flows and get ourselves ready. Oh, nice. Okay. All right. Well, let's do a arrival briefing here. So we're going to be where are we here? So we're going to be doing the Ubdam 2 Bravo arrival from Libla. So it's Libla, Akbob, Dulig. And then from Ubdam, at Ubdam we want to be 250 knots or edible above flight level 150, which we've got set. From there it's on the lab dip at or above 110. Gosford we've got a 210 speed restriction there, which we'll also put in at or below flight level 170. And then between 12,000 feet and 11,000 feet here at Magga, and then Upeg where we start the approach. So the approach is just here. We're going to be starting from this guy just here. So it's from Upeg to Onadu, 7,700 to QN 669, and then we continue to descent to the IKABA, and then QN 603, where we then will take over the approach and land. From QN 611. So if we cock it up and we're going to go back out, it's the missed approach is track 257 to QN 611, which is just here. Then we turn left, track 208 to Inkuv, which is just here. Turn right, track 219 to Ulrek, and then to Tulvu, Vapli, turn left, and then we basically keep climbing up and then do a hold over Sungu. Mandatory 10,000 feet, max 210 knots through all of that. So if we don't cock it up and we do come into land, it's going to be runway 23, so we're going to be landing on this area here. We've got 5,830 feet, auto brake 2 for the landing. That's more than enough room for us to pull up. So what we do is we go down to the end here, we do a nice right hand turn and backtrack off on Alpha 4. And when we get off on Alpha 3, and then we come onto the apron here, will be our Romeo 5 or Romeo 6 for our arrival. I'll have terrain on my side for the descent and weather on the FO side. No worries, Mocha. See you later, buddy. Thanks for popping in. Good to see you again, Mocha. So auto brake 2, my landing. I'll have terrain my side, whether you're on the other side. The weights we've got set, 142 on the VREF, flaps 40, so it'll be VREF plus 5 down, approach 147. I'll hand fly it when I can, and the aircraft's fully configured. Terrain poses a threat, so we'll treat any terrain warning with the appropriate response. Any questions? No questions. Arrival brief complete. I need another chocolate now. Rocket. Yeah.
So I was going to say, Sean, what you probably need to make the first taxiway.
Yeah, it's a tough pull up in a 7.3. Yeah, Rocket. Still going? Yeah, we'll be on VR when we get closer to the top of descent. We've just configured for the arrival, so we're now yeah, ready to go. Oh man. Yeah, good buddy. So I'll give you a bit of a status update about how far along in the journey we are. So where are we? There we go. Navigraph charts. There we go. So we're getting there. We haven't got long to go now. So really getting close to New Zealand, the bottom end of New Zealand. So we'll start to set out the window very soon. But it's not looking great because we've got a shitload of cloud. So it's overcast at the moment, so we're going to miss out on some of that beautiful scenery by the looks of it coming in. It won't be until we get under that cloud layer where we see the beautiful snow-capped mountains of this part of New Zealand. So what do we got? We got Todd. Top of descent here coming up. Ooh, it's coming actually a bit. Todd at 64 miles, so in about 9 minutes we'll start our descent. So what we want to do is another save flight situation. Save. Almost time to land. So yeah, we'll have our descent in 9 minutes and we'll be landing into Queenstown in about 32 minutes. Your A car's still busted, Kurt?
I'll just check when I'm on the ground. I'm just landing.
Okay, copy. Yeah, nice. Yeah, there's some good scenery around there. Something I need to do is spend a little bit more time out of Australia and sort of the Asia Pacific region and actually go to places in like the States or in Europe. The only time I ever get to those places in VATSIM is during World Flight, which is a charity event where we fly around the world, a whole bunch of us every year in November. We'll be doing it this year. Yeah, it's very interesting that, and you see some fantastic approaches.
Landed down in the sunny coast.
I'd expect no different, mate.
So I can see land, but yeah, sure if I'm going to get a crash.
Have you got FSUI PC?
Yes, I do.
You know you can turn autosave on and that.
Yeah, I should probably do that.
Save every 15 minutes or something. Yeah, that's true, Rocket. Need to try and get some weather for Queenstown. That's AQN weather. So 05. Don't reckon that weather's 6 days left on that weather's not right. That weather's old as hell. Isn't it a bit late down yonder? No, mate. It is 11:52 a.m. So checking the weather, it's only 2 degrees down there at the moment, QNH 1018. Shit, that's not too good in Queenstown by the looks of it, maybe. Let's just see if we're getting any better weather, any more updated weather. Well then. So just the Google weather for Queenstown, good. That's how we fly now. Partly cloudy, 6 degrees, 47% chance of rain, humidity 75%, wind is 13 kilometres an hour. Oh, thanks, Rocket. I really appreciate it, buddy. I do try. Don't get it right every time, but try nonetheless. Okay, so it's not going to do anything for us. Pressure 2956, whatever that is, in 29. No, there's no way it's that low. No way it's that low. 2956. 1001.
Totally butchered the parking.
Daz, have you got the latest weather? Where are you getting your weather from for this place?
I'm just double checking because I get it from Active Sky, but I'm actually checking what it actually is on the internet because, yep, 1006 is QNH then apparently.
1006.
Which is 29.57. But I'm just checking the internet.
Yeah, copy.
There could be a problem with their servers or something.
It is, Rocket. It is such a... Oh, it came. I think you said it was delayed last time we were talking. I know that it is such a good piece of hardware. You don't realise, you know, you think you get a good stick like an X55 or an X56 from, say, Logitech. They're garbage compared to this. Yeah, nice, Rocker. Alrighty, let's go into VR. Let's do another safe flight. Time to go into VR.
Qantas 185 left flight level 370.
Alrighty. Don't crash on me, Sim. Don't crash on me, Sim. Yeah, nice.
Someday I'll be patient, baby. Maybe our minds wouldn't be that AC. We'd have time to make good night. Look back through our review mirror. Saturday lights couldn't get much clearer. Time to make good night. We were high. We had a radio. We said we never had it. We were perfect, that's fuck. Making dreams about our lives up in the stars. Yeah, good.
Okay, can you guys hear me again? Usually we probably need to fix a couple of other things up, so... Where is everything? There we go. There we go. Alright. Still hear me, Daz?
Yeah, mate.
Copy.
Hey, Sean, can you assign assignments to one joystick and like one joystick action in X-Plane?
Did you mean macro?
Yeah, because like I've got toggle thrust reverse 1 and 2. I just want to use one throttle to do that.
So there's a button you can push that when you go back to idle, you can push it, and then when you move your throttle forward, it goes reverses, adjusts your reverses on an axis, and then when you bring your reverses back to idle and press it again, it goes back to throttle, which is really cool. I just can't remember what that is. Okay, down we go. Close the throttles. I better bring some stuff into VR. Plugins, move VR. There's the. Oh, that's minimized, so we need to fix that up. Navigraph charts need to come in.
Still haven't. I thought you would have been, but
Me.
Where is that? Charts. Graphics, Twitch charts. There we go. Maybe I'll bring the Twitch chat in so I can see people talking to me. Sorry guys, one sec, let me get that stuff sorted up for you. There we go, be right back mate, gotta upload some beers, beers and wines. Strange sit, it takes me in the opposite direction for a bit. Oh, it was pretty cool, but you should try VR short. Yeah buddy, I definitely will. There we go. Oh, getting a weather update by the looks of it. Give me a quick minute, getting the jitters. There we go. There's the checklist we can close. You. But only if Virgin has a quieter. Maybe they do.
Some scattered cloud just loaded in. I better depart here.
Descent checklist. So pressurization, landing altitude is set. Recoil has been checked. Auto brake, level 2. Landing data, we got BREF plus required. Landing data is 142, and the minimum is at 4,150 feet set. The approach briefing is completed. Landing descent checklist is complete. Well, that does stuff up a little bit there with those. I've got to point it up. Good to know. Getting a little fast here. Do you like seafood, mate? Yeah, I'm a pretty big fan of seafood. Yeah.
Apologies for the parking.
Come on, mate.
Look at it.
Alright, we want the seatbelt sign on now. Where's this beautiful terrain?
does X-Plane have the RP procedure?
Nah. We're just gonna do the RNAV golf, I think it is, or hotel.
Just hand fire.
Yeah, should be right. Sorry, we're missing out on all this beautiful scenery here, guys, at the moment. Oh, there's a mountain over there poking through it. Well, we can see through the gap in the clouds there.
Didn't need the scenery anyway.
Didn't need the scenery after all, mate.
Oh, man.
I had an amazing feed of lobster, scallops, shrimp, mussels, halibut, and oysters tonight. Oh, mate, now I'm jealous. Here today, Q in Wellington other night. Nobody saw the terrain, bloody NZ weather. Oh, there's a mountain over there. I'm getting the same problem I got before on descent when I'm maxing out my CPU, 5.2 GHz running these settings. Just we might have to take the world the option in X-Plane is one of a couple that directly impact CPU, and I'm going to give this a crack and see how we go. Just double check the screen. Yeah, so it's reloading the scenery file. So give me a 1 second here, guys, while we do. To our loading. Okay, we'll go terrain my side, weather your side. What we're gonna do, I'm gonna scratch that because my poor PC starting a new job tomorrow. It's finished on a Pacific close. Oh, nice, buddy. Really nice. Good work on the job, buddy. Too, by the way. Cloudy one day, cloudy the next. Yeah, absolutely. There's a deceleration for the waypoint. Because they really need to do some work on the CPU stuff here. Maximum CPU out. Maybe I need to turn hyper-threading back on. Oh, Shab, 2 months in, some longer somehow. Just up to tier 1 for a tier. Oh, thanks, Shab. How come that didn't come through as a message? My damn simulator. I think my PC's like, no resources, have to give it to X-Plane. No resources for sounds. Thanks very much, Shami. I really do appreciate the sub, buddy. Amazing, mate. I love the support. Oh. Oh, okay. Maybe I broke it. Yeah. Maybe it is busted. They, what's it called? We do the music on,
Holy shit.
Yeah, right. Thought that was Barb's then. Spotify, that's what I'm thinking of. Spotify stopped their API to allow external application access, so we can no longer request songs through Spotify. We can only do it on YouTube, and I've just stopped it now while I've got the chill music on just for a little bit. I heard they just found out in Australia that a monkey at a zoom in 90. What? A monkey at a zoom in 96-year-old is 96 in a zoo is 96 years old. Really, Rocket? Oh, there we go.
You see that one that could no sign language passed away? Oh, nice. Oh, Cloud's back.
Cloud's back.
There it goes, yeah.
Where are you, Daz?
I'm going really slow behind you.
Oh, okay, copy.
5 miles. But I'm doing 210 indicated because
Tate was sticking ahead
had
of
to backtrack.
fast.
Gonna have to get further away.
I got auto brakes through for you, mate. There, clear skies in New Zealand. You saw it. There you go. Absolutely, you saw it for a second. Oh, come on, New Zealand. Fuck. Give me some clear weather here. And we're pretty sure Daz 1006 QNH.
Well, Active Sky's giving me that, and what am I gonna do?
Yeah, copy, mate.
May not be right.
A cars, that one set.
They're usually pretty good, but yeah, maybe having issues.
That's alright. Rocket, no worries, mate. So are we most of the time on this stream, so don't worry about it. That's not what that's not the switch the knob I had. Thank you very much. We're going to have a decent drop here in the QNH when we flick it from standard to 1006, so we're going to be under the path. So temperature -2 when we hit these clouds. Standard. Oh, there we go. We are very much under it. So what we might do, we go to those clouds now, so we'll put some landing lights on now. We'll go start switches to continuous, and we'll put some some engine anti-ice on while we go through all this at -2. There we go. So we're going to track this magenta line rocket out this way, and then we do a lap around here and come in for the approach. The blue spotted line here, that's our missed approach, so if we cock it up, that's the one we follow out to have another crack at the approach. Here we go. God, my sim is really having a tough time here.
Why is RAM so expensive, eh? Don't get it.
DDR4.
Yeah.
Thinniest kid on the block.
Right.
Well, it's been out for a while. It's just because I don't know why it's actually boosted. GPUs, that's crypto. Fast
DDR3.
Nah, it's not compatible. Oh, actually, hold on. No, if you want DDR4, you have to upgrade it.
Yeah, I don't really.
Geneva has fucked up entry
So
route
yeah,
ILS05. Go check through to make sure you are on max FPS still.
Really? So
Yeah, I am.
you have to update.
It's the
it's basically.
Milo, it's my CPU, I'm just maxed out.
Yeah.
Someone's chewing
Wow.
FPS, and I don't, not chewing CPU cycles, and I don't know what it is in X-Plane. Milo, you might want to do something which is check your CPU. Have your CPU and Task Manager running while you're in X-Plane VR. I just want to see if you're maxing out your CPU with Ortho. That'd be a really good.
Just clouds.
Cloud looks amazing. I just want to compare. Maybe I've got something in here that's doing something to it.
You're like in between layers there.
Yeah, I think I am.
Hey, Kurt.
Yo.
He seems to be flying past that cloud pretty slow.
No way. You don't even get that in prepared.
Yeah, you do.
We're only 210 knots.
There's me go.
Yeah, nah. So much better.
7,700.
A little bit of rain on the windshield would be nice.
It would do. Yeah, Rocket, that's probably it after this one. Open settings, go to weather tab and config, sit there for a second and look all around and go back to the aircraft. Weather tab and config, sit there for a second, look around and go back to the aircraft. Is that a thing, Milo? I've got Daz right up my trumpet here behind us, so I can't pause the sim at this point, otherwise we'll be pretty much on top of each other.
You can. I'm 8 miles behind you now. I'll pause at the same time if you want it.
Okay, so what do I, so Milo, I'm going back to the main menu here. So flight config and options. Go to the weather tab and just sit there and look around for it. Okay. Oh. Weather, customize, look around for a little bit. It's foggy even in here in this hangar. Oh, look at all the cloud layers we've got. Like that, like I did just then.
I think the problem occurred when you switch back to VR.
Yeah. I don't know if I can tell Milo. That's okay.
Let me know when you unpause.
Yeah, unpause, mate. That's one.
How do I know if DDR4 fit in my motherboard or not?
What's your motherboard?
There's me
I've
go.
got no idea.
That's probably a start.
Yeah, if you don't remember what it is, DDR3
Is it
How many years old is it?
a few years? Does it depend on how many slots you have or something?
Yeah, maybe Milo, that's probably it.
It's just the newer generation, it's only compatible with
Zeus something.
Oh, come on.
Is there some way of looking it up on the computer?
Let's... Is your partner working today and allowing you to stream during the morning? No, we're family time after this one. Well, fortunately, I can't say unfortunately. HW info. If you download that, that'll tell you exactly what you've got and what you can do with it.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks for that.
Gear down.
You got 10 miles on me, so it should be all good.
Should be, mate. Should be fine.
Should be.
You might have to divert here.
Yeah, no shit. Need a bit of rain, mate. Want to put that wiper on.
Yeah. This would have been fun, shared cockpit.
Yeah, it would have been.
Maybe I've hard out of here.
That's 40, my aircraft. There we go. Landing checklist on, down, flaps 40, green light. Everything's looking good. To 4,100 by you.
There you go. Oh, I'm up for this now.
Sorry guys, there's going to be a bit of a delay here with my responses to you now while I just fly the aircraft. Oh, there we go. We're out.
Hey.
Thousand 500 or above.
Scenery's good.
It's rather nice.
Is that the runway in front of me?
2,500 minimum.
Yeah, it is too. Continue.
Gear down.
That's the runway. Probably get a terrain warning here from the left one.
As soon as you land, you gotta make sure you land properly, otherwise go around.
That's Zach.
Sack, mate, I don't have that problem. 25 knot from the left.
Oh.
Is it just me or do you look high?
Yeah, I am high.
Should be on that.
1,000.
1,000 feet stabilized, boosting approach altitude 7.
Go.
Pod scrape.
That wasn't a pod scrape.
Oh.
Can't get the reverses up, so fuck him.
Oh,
Can't get the reverses up, so fuck him. Yeah, that wind caught me there at the end there. And I got off on that apron, mate.
Yeah, the wind, yeah.
I'm not blaming mad jitters.
Scenery's pretty good. seen it.
No, this is default.
Ah.
Yeah. Weather radar off. 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 Alrighty. Ooh, loading. Oh, come on, Sim. Can't see Daz behind me. Let's go. Oh dear. Those reverses tell me about it, Milo. I need to do something about that. Spent half my time looking at those and losing where I'm in.
And visual.
Hey Kurt, I'm gonna give you a yen.
Doesn't. No. I'm not buying a whole new motherboard, that's a stitch up.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, Rocket, that's what I normally do them on the weekend to cover off a couple of different time zones. So absolutely, buddy. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's DDR3. You should still be able to get DDR3.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cheap
you
too.
get a whole change.
If you want DDR4, no, I'm not doing that.
Because you'd have to you'd have to upgrade CPU as well.
Yeah, fuck that.
Oh, you're breaking up the cache, mate. You'll be fine.
Can you get computers up in Wimpera?
Fuck no. I'd have to get shipped up, and I don't trust that. Wait till next year.
Just get the parts, do it yourself.
Yeah, but they'll get shipped up and they'll be broken by the time they get here.
Then you yell at them and say they're broken.
Off on the bus, shut down.
Should be able to get DDR3 somewhere.
3 hours and 5 minutes, guys.
Oh, it's cheap.
Off, final flight, off,
160 bucks,
off.
good.
On,
3 mile final.
sign off, anti-collision off. Door open.
The DDR4 is double the price.
There we go, you have to show me your settings too. That's awesome, mate. Well appreciate that, mate. Yeah, absolutely, Rocket. No worries about it all, buddy. Yeah, that was a really nice approach. I've got a photo of me standing on the tarmac there last Thursday looking back at those mountains. They were covered in snow.
That scenery is unbelievable.
That was covered in snow, and those were all covered in snow. Alright, let's jump out of VR here for a sec, guys. Give me 1 sec.
Wow, I got a completely different wind than you had.
Yeah, I find the wind is a bit hit and miss with Queenstown. I look at one source.
Right, this one? That one there. No, disable VR. There we go. Game back on. Alright, let's have a look at where Daz is. Here comes Daz. Daz has obviously got the you got the default scenery, Daz?
No, I've got Orbix.
Submarine.
Looks like he's a shark. Milo said the same thing.
What AI are you using, Sean?
None, buddy.
Mine does not look that like that.
Another case of that.
Yeah, it looks nice, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Orbis is pretty sweet too.
Yeah.
South Island.
It's a shame that the elevation changes between the two sims.
That makes
Yeah.
it look so beautiful.
How good does that look? Oh, we had a lot of cloud layers here.
What about you?
NZQN, November
Cloud layers
Zulu
are there. Oh, yeah.
Quebec, November NZQN, yeah. Don't know what's going on there. That's not there in real life. That that guy. What's happening there?
It doesn't look too bad. It's just what I don't like is when it doesn't have auto gen, so it just looks absolutely flat.
Yeah. I turned that down too, actually, because I thought that would be killing my FPS. Yeah. Oh, the custom airport gets rid of that. Yeah, nice. It does look pretty though from there. That looks really pretty. Where's Daz? There he is.
So how much fuel you end up with?
4.6, mate.
4.4 for me.
Nice. Well, actually, we check what the plan said I'd land with. The plan says will land with 4.7. The plan says.
Oh, nice one.
100 kilos under that.
Oh, not so nice then.
It's 100 kilos. That's great.
Well, considering I put on another 1,000 kilos anyway. Yeah. It's 3.4 and I had 4.4, so that's on.
I'm just going to post something in the sharing page. Have a look at this.
Wow.
Oh, we've got the same. That's right.
Rocket, do you use Discord at all, buddy? It'd be really good if you wanted to join our Discord and you can talk to us and all that sort of stuff. And we share a whole lot of information there as well, and people get really involved in it a little bit more, so it's really good. Yeah, Daz, I think what this is showing us, mate, is that you need to jump on X-Plane as well, bud.
I don't want 100% CPU usage. I'm sitting at 58.
Yeah, something's doing something to me.
It's very strange because prepared and if it's X, we're always a big one for CPU.
Yeah, well, by all means, Rocket, jump on the Discord, and you're more than welcome. We've got a lot of stuff in the sharing channels and resources channel. And just any questions you've got any time, just pop in there. It's a really good community. Okay, so I'm turning off shared co-pilot. I thought maybe that might drop it, but no, it's still at 100%. Rockets, no, it should be just on the Twitch, on the Twitch page just down below there should be a Discord button. That's my settings page here. That's what I've got set, Milo. Is that similar to what you've got? Oh, I should have brought objects up a bit higher, but
Always seeing miracles, something we might never see again.
that should be turned on.
I'm holding on and letting go. I know it might be hard to understand.
So it's back up. My CPU has dropped away a little bit. just for a split second there.
So maybe if you had the Queenstown scenery,
No worries, Rocket.
appeared in the ground. Because in Brisbane,
Maybe.
it's fine.
Yeah, that's true. And in Melbourne, you were higher than me, but Melbourne scenery is odd. On the right QNH for me in Melbourne, on the 100 feet short. Yeah, I don't think it's a problem if you've got a GPU with a lot of video memory, Milo. Yeah, that really didn't do much. It's all the windows you have open. Well, maybe. By the way, good music tonight. Yeah, this is my Just Chill playlist in Spotify. Yeah, it's good. It's good for those long flights. Just to chillax and have a little bit of a look. I thought maybe something in my plugins folder here would be causing me dramas. Terrain radar off. I'm just turning random stuff off just to see if it makes any difference. Disconnect from Squawk Box. No, it's still 100%. Fly with Lua. Reload all Lua scripts. Let's see what happens there. No change. It'll affect it. Yeah. Where's Project Lasso? Oh, wow. Oh, my CPU's actually not at 100%. But what's active processors? So it goes X-Plane, my streaming software, then DWM.exe, whatever that is. It's VR next. My Nevergraph Charts uses 2.74%. VR Composer, yeah, VR uses a lot of it. Am I streaming in Envy? I'm pretty sure I am. Yep, hardware NVENC. Because the software X264 is the CPU, right? So that's why I would want to definitely take away from that. So looking here, just with an average load, yeah, Navigraph Charts uses a little bit, only like 2 or 3%. Alright mate, I gotta get some shut-eye on beauty rest. Thanks for the stream, have a good day with the family. Will Alright guys, what we might do now is, as we're landed now and we're on the deck, I might call it there for the stream today. Big thanks to everyone and for joining me. A lot of the guys were with me for the whole way. Daz, as usual, thank you for making the effort to fly with me today. It was great, and I'm keen to see some of the differences between Prepared 3D coming in here. Maybe hopefully you got a couple of photos or maybe even a video coming in, but it was definitely good to fly back into Queenstown. It's a bit nostalgic actually, having been here just the other day. Oh, look, the weather's back. Oh no, the weather's coming back again. So it was really good to fly, and I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I'm keen to watch that replay on the stream, and I might go do that now. But until next time guys, thank you so much, and I'll see you all again really soon. Bye for now.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks. Don't mind me. I'ma just grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me, please. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Nope. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Alright then. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I don't really care. I'ma get the fuck up out of here. Fuck this shit, I'm out.